This is the ghost of Janice. 3, 2. Get some gas. Oh! Look at all this. Hey everybody, Monkey Wrench Mike. This is Lola, and this is my 1969 Mercedes 280 SE. We have been calling her Janice, as in Janis Joplin, right? You just want to be in the video. You just like stealing the scene. Yeah. Anyway, it has been far too long since we have done a video on this car, and there is a good reason. That reason being, she's haunted. You really have to be kidding me, right? See all the little pistons? All right, it looks like snow. I'm flooring a V12 engine. You thought this was going to be perfect, right? Why can't I, fall in love with a Lexus? Monkey. Wrench. Mike. Yay!
I'm in the car.
You don't think she's haunted? You haven't been watching the video series on this car, because every time I work on her, we encounter some kind of a problem. For example, the first 2 takes to start the intro to this video right here, take a look at what happened. All right, here we go. In 3, 2. Yeah, so I had to do that a couple of times to get it to actually work. Now, we were doing another video on the car when a viewer kindly pointed out that there was a ghost in the hood pad of this car, and that's the reason for the problems. You want to see? Take a look at this. Yeah, you see that right there? This is the ghost of Janice. To me, it looks like some kind of a old revolutionary person with the big hair, and there's the eye, there's the mouth, the nose is right there. This is kind of scary. You know why? Well, the history of the car goes like this. It had been sitting next to a couple of cars that I had parked at a public storage for about a year or so. I've always admired the car. I always wanted to know more about it, so I took one of my business cards and I put it right here. And probably a year, maybe a year and a half later, I finally get a phone call. I had moved. This was in Oklahoma City. I was in Tulsa, and the guy called me up and he said, you know what? Time to let the car go. I need to move on with my life. And he told me that he could get it ready for me, and he would sell it to me for the grand total of $500. I thought he was going to say 5,000, and I was going to go, ooh, I don't know about that. But when he said 500, I jumped on it. Then he told me the story. He said this car belonged to his father-in-law, who lived in Clinton, Oklahoma, of all places, for a number of years. Father-in-law died. His wife inherited the car. She died, and he inherited the car. The joke was, he didn't want to die, so he sold the car to me. I have survived this car for probably 4.5 years, I want to say, and I haven't been able to get it running because every time I try, something spooky goes on, and that is the reason. Let me show you how I have been trying to alleviate the situation. You notice something on top of the car? That's a Bible. I don't know. I didn't know if this would work or not, but I've literally had this Bible sitting on top of the car for months and months and months. And yes, I'm actually considering some kind of an exorcism. Yeah, this car, I don't know. It is spooky. It gives me weird juju vibes. But I think ultimately she does want to get back on the road. Question is, will good prevail? I think so. So in today's video, we're going to continue working to try to get this car to start. Okay, there are 4 or 5 or 6 videos on this thing, and I couldn't get the fuel injection pump to really move, and I couldn't get it to pump any of the gas up into the fuel injectors. We've had a breakthrough though. So let me show you what's happening with this mechanical fuel injection pump from Hades. Here she is. This is your Bosch mechanical fuel injection pump. It's a little bitty engine, and you can see right under here, it's like a straight 6. Yeah, take a look at this. It's got little cylinders, little camshaft that kind of moves these things up and down, and as you press on the gas, see how this kind of adjusts? This adjusts the fuel flow that comes out through here and then goes in and around to the actual cylinders of your big time engine, okay? Fuel injection from back in the day, 1969. The problem is, I could hardly get this thing to turn. It really did not want to turn very much. So I've been soaking it, I have been blasting it, I've been doing all kinds of things, and I want to show you the progress that we have made, all right? This is why I think we're finally going to get this car to start. Listen to this. Look at that. Is that lovely? You speed it up, and you slow it down. See how it changes with speed? See this right here? How this goes in and out? Yeah, increasing fuel, slowing down the fuel. Love it, love it, love it. Okay, so the goal in today's video is to get this into the car. But before we can get this in the car, we have to make sure that our timing is right. And that's why I encountered another issue, okay? Another problem with my haunted Mercedes. This is where she lives, right here. Mechanical fuel injection goes right here next to the engine. Straight 6 fuel injection pump, straight 6 engine. This is one of the lines that kind of comes around to feed the fuel. So basically, to install this, the engine has to be at what's called 20 degrees after top dead center. So in order to install this correctly, because it's run by the engine, okay, it's driven by a little gear right in here, the engine has to be set right. You have to have the fuel injection pump at the right point in the stroke, and it has to be exactly perfect. It has to be very, very precise. So you have to come out here and you have to check to make sure you're at top dead center. Well, in the M130 engines, that's what this is right here. Here's your indicator, and see the little washer right there? Let me see if I can give you a little more. Okay, see the slot in the washer and how the little bulge right there is lined up? Okay, that's top dead center. You verify that by coming down here and looking at the rotor of your distributor. And there's a little bitty line around that, and it is right here. Okay, can you see? That indicates top dead center. So this is correct. This is correct. My problem is on my crank. My crank is crooked. No, I don't know if it's called crooked. My crank shaft is off. Okay, there's a little harmonic balancer thing down there, and there are little indicators of where you're supposed to be. There's, top dead center, which is 0.0. Before that, 1.0, and after that, 1.0. Then before 2.0, and those are degrees, before and after top dead center. If you can kind of see, let me kind of zoom in right here. What the issue is, see the white dot? Scoot up, little camera. The white dot indicates top dead center. There it is. See how it's on the 0, 0? Right there. The pointer is the second dot right there. And I'm sorry, my camera's not focusing. That's where it should be. Those two dots should be aligned. I am almost 20 degrees after top dead center according to my crank. That is bad. That is bad. That means this may have slipped a tooth, the little cam gear right here, or the chain may be stretched. I can't pull this off. So the chain, to me, appears to be pretty tight. So what I have to do, I have to adjust this right here to make sure it matches what's down there, okay? Does that make sense? I'm going to put the, right there, I'm going to align those two dots. Then I'm going to make sure that we are at top dead center here, which means I have to remove this, take the chain off, adjust the cams right here, and the camshaft, and then line it all back up, put the chain on, put the tensioner on, crank through the whole revolution several times, and make sure everything is still lined up. So this is going to be a hassle, and I don't like working with engine timing. I really don't. That, to me, is really, really scary. Come on, camera, focus. There we go. Yeah, it is scary. We're back. Everything is aligned, and I've gone ahead and changed the fuel filter, which is right there. See my little cup with fuel in it? See the little metal spigot coming out? The fuel filter lies below that, and that is the direction of the fuel, that little arrow right there on top. Yeah, that guy right there. So I have fresh fuel coming into here. So no, the fuel line is good. We have a fresh fuel filter. The little canister right here that the fuel filter sits in is full of fuel. How many times can I say fuel? This fool knows his fuel. I've been inhaling a lot of this stuff too, so I'm a little high right now. But we have everything aligned. Let me show you what we have to line up now. My assistant has taken a break. She's just decided she's kind of done for a while, which is fine. She's been running around. This is your fuel injection pump. And if you look closely right here, this is a line and it points to, where's the other line? Right there, right? Okay, so you have to line up this line here. I'm sorry it's so wobbly, but it's just really unstable. This points to this, which means everything is good, okay? That means it's ready to install, which is going to be fun because this was a PITA to get out. So I'm not going to show that part either because there's lots of cussing involved. But next time you see this, she'll be installed. Well, as you can see, it's been a minute. Yeah, Lola's still recuperating. We've done a lot. All right, we have done lots and lots of work. We did a little rewiring. I have the wiring diagram over there. Because there's a starter relay, it's the top post on the solenoid on the back of the MFI, and nothing's ever been attached. And so I had to go through all these things and figure out which one it was. The magic wire is pink, black, and white. And there was no continuity from here to wherever it went. So I just tapped into it and I cut it, whatever, blah, blah, blah. So that's going to be good. Thermostatic switch was wired wrong, so I've got this kind of set up. I have a couple of extra ones, which is always great to know. This is something to do with the lights. Okay, I just know that has something to do with the lights. We have some red things that have been cut and I don't even know where they go. So this is fun to try to fix what someone else has wired. Don't know what that one's for, and I don't know what this one's for. Pink and black, don't know. Have no idea. And we're not doing any of the cooling, any of that, because we just want to see if she cranks. At this point, we're just hoping for a miracle, just to see if something happens. So I think what I'm going to do is kind of connect the fuel pump. We won't do a whole lot right here. I'll just crank it a couple of times, and hopefully we will have some, gasolini coming out of those little portinis. Without further ado, let's see what's going to happen. Battery's about to die on the microphone. Patience about to die on the old man trying to start this freaking car. Okay, let's just see. We're just wanting a little bit of gasoline. That's all I want, is to come out those little ports. There's the fuel pump. Well, did we see anything? Did anything happen? So evidently something tried to come out of here. Can I run on one cylinder? I don't know. All right, let's take a break. Let's do some research. And then we'll get the fire going in this car. We're just going to burn it to the ground. We're back. It's a whole nother day. It's a whole nother attitude. Still got the Bible doing its good work on top of the haunted car. Take that, scary ghost man. Yeah, take that. So we've done some more research, and I need to check to see if my cold start solenoid, which is way down there, see the little blue piece of tape? Yep, I need to see if that is getting power when I crank the engine. That's one of the first things I can do. Another one is I can plug up the fuel return line, which is back by where the gas tank should be, and that way gas won't simply, go in one side, out the other, and then back down and spill on the ground. If I plug that up, it's going to force gas up into here, which I think sounds like a good idea to me. So what we're going to do first is we're going to check the cold start solenoid and see if it is energized when I crank the car. Lola just brought her toy in here to show me. Huh? You bring your little chicken duck? Huh? Here you go. Yeah. Look at this. It's your little chicken duck. It's your chicken duck, chicken duck, chicken duck. Arr, arr. Let go. Let go and I'll throw it. Let go. She won't return it. She'll just run off and play with it. Okay, let's check that cold start solenoid. Ha! All right, I'm happy to report we are getting power at the cold start solenoid, which is good. So now we have plugged up the gas return line that is supposed to take all of the excess gas back to the gas tank. And hopefully, if I can get this camera working, we're going to focus our attention right down there without this thing screwing up. All right, there we go. And that was a hiccup, excuse me. So, eventually, we're going to have fuel coming all the way into here, working its way through here, going back through here until it hits the plug, and then it's going to return, and it's going to fill up with fuel. So hopefully something will happen, and hopefully it's not a fire. Let's just kind of see what's going to happen. We're still pumping gas. Let's make sure we still have some in our fuel line. We need more gas. Okay. We have lots of gas back there. Can you hear the fuel pump running? Yeah. Hopefully, oh, and we have it coming through. Oh, shoot. Oh, my gosh. Okay, hold on. Well, that's a disaster. All right, it's been yet another day, a whole nother day. Yeah, and we have purchased, this thing came in real quick, overnight actually, from Amazon. It wasn't supposed to be here till tomorrow, but you know what that is. Well, that's rain. Thank goodness I'm inside. Anyway, that's my external fuel tank because this is a hot mess. That is terrible, and I've already paid someone to clean it out. I think he just spray painted it. I don't think he cleaned it out. And look at there. It's a steering wheel. What I want you to look at, though, and I'm very proud to present to you, we now have fuel at 1, 2, 3, 4, allotted 5, and 6. I think something finally loosened up. Basically, what I did with a little jumper cable, I applied power from here all the way to the cold start solenoid, and something clicked. And now we're getting gas at all of the tubes here, which is great. A lot of this is still residual from when we were just getting gas at this one. So the others are just about at the same level, and the bottom one is leaking because my clip right there is not circular. It's a little trapezoidal. No, I don't even know what it is. It's like a square. So we're going to take all of these off. We're going to put everything back together, and then we're going to give it a start, okay? And then we're going to hopefully have us finally a running, not driving yet, but a running 280SE, despite you, my friend, despite you. Ooh. All right, everything is connected. All of the hoses from the fuel injector pump all the way over to the fuel injectors. I have the cold start right here. We're going to kind of jumper it once again. Listen to the click. There's your click. And I think, hopefully, after 3 or 4 years, something's going to happen. So let's just kind of see. Let's see what's going to happen here. Oh, please start, please start, please start, please start, please start. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Ugh. Oh, come on, little girl. Come on, little girl. Get some gas. She's alive! Oh my God! She's alive! And we're in gear. Holy crap. Okay, hold on. Holy crap, holy crap, holy crap, holy crap. Yes! I could cry. I really could. I had to turn it off because the wheels were starting to turn. How does that happen? Well, the shift linkage isn't connected. So we got to put it in neutral. She's alive! Oh my God. Oh my gosh. No leaks here. Holy crap. Okay, so let's see if we can get her in park, and then we're going to give it another try. Okay, let's just try it one more time. Hold on, we'll disconnect this. I'll put her in park. You should hear my heart. It's going 1,000 miles an hour. Holy moly. Okay, we're back. Holy moly. So let's try it one more time. Let's try it without jumpering the cold start and just see what happens. If it starts, that's great. I got it wired correctly. If not, then we'll have to figure out what the heck is going on, because this is a hot mess over here. I'm still breathing so hard. Transmission's in park. We're good to go. And this is going to be it. She is going to live to see another day on the roads. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Oh, oh. She's a little rough. She is a little rough. Transmission is trying to move. I don't know why. Hold on, hold on, hold on. Oh, 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 oh. Holy moly. Okay. This is amazing. Okay. This is an amazing day. And I look like total BS. She's alive! Ah! Okay. Wheels are still trying to move. I don't like that. I really don't like that. So let's jack up the car a little bit more. We'll get a little more clearance from on the rear wheels, and then we can kind of play around with this. But she's alive. She starts without jumping. Oh my gosh. What do you think, Lola? Are you happy? Are you happy? Yes, ma'am. Look at what came out of the tailpipe. Oh! Look at all this. That's nice. This, look at that. Holy moly. Okay, we're just going to put all of this stuff over here. I don't care what comes out of the tailpipe. I'm just glad the car started. Holy mackerel. We temporarily fixed the situation. Look at all the stuff that came out. Yeah, thank you, Mr. Exhaust Man. Lola has been supervising. My jack stands are as high as they can go. So one wheel is fine. This one was the one that was kind of touching. So we just took it off. We looked at the wiring a little bit. I still have to work on the gas tank and the return line. That's what smells like gasoline. Okay, so if gas doesn't get burned in the engine, it comes back in the return line and goes back into the tank. I don't have a tank, so I have it plugged, and it goes, whatever drips out of my plug goes into a little pan. But this is what's amazing. Watch this. I know, this is upside down. This is so bizarre. Why would you do this? Why would you even do this? It's upside down. Here we go. Does that sound like a good engine? Did that sound like a good engine? Yes. Look at this baby. Holy moly. Yep. We have us a running 280 SE. Take that, Mr. Ghost. Take that, mother effer. Yeah, you know. You know. Hallelujah. Thank you very much, Holy Bible. Holy moly. Okay, well, I can't run it too long. This is something that, this is a coolant hose. But I got to tell you, this is amazing. This, oh, it's amazing. I'm not even going to put a hat on. I'm not going to do anything with my hair because I'm so freaking happy. Yes. How long have I had this car? I don't know. 3 years in Tulsa plus. Oh, gosh. Yeah. So however long that is, I did it. I am so proud of myself right now. So this is the car that's going to bring all the boys and girls and kids to the yard. Yup. My milkshake colored 280 SC. That's alive. How many videos have I done on this car to try to get it to start? 7 maybe? And I know people have been asking about this car forever and ever and ever. Well, huge step today, and I want to say thanks to everybody who kept me going, because I was literally this close to giving up. I really was. I couldn't figure it out. Finally, a lot of research, a lot of prayer, a lot of work, and she's alive, and I'm happy about that. So, you know what's coming up next? Yep, we got to change us some fluids. We're going to put on some new, brake pads. Make sure she stops. We're going to change the transmission fluid. Some of the hoses. I think I have some belts. And then we're going to take her for a spin. Could you imagine? The car has not been on the road. See that? I think that's from 2005. I think that's the last time Oklahoma did inspection stickers, or 1995. I don't know which. So, yeah, many, many years. I'm happy. I am so happy right now. So thank you for watching. Please subscribe, because this is going to be an amazing, not a complete restoration, just a refreshing. Yeah, because the interior is perfect. The interior is literally perfect. There are some wiring issues. This is on all the time until I try to start the car, so I got to research that. Wiring is a big if on some of the gauges. I do have oil pressure. Of course, nothing's going to work in the fuel tank because it's not even there. I don't even know if this has come on yet as far as temperature, and I can't even try that yet. I really can't. So, I'm happy. Let's just end it with that. Okay, folks? Hug those kids if you got them. Have a great day, and hallelujah. Woo! We beat the ghost of Janice.